Shadows make an orange outfit turn purple, apparently.
This job's bigger than I thought.
Maybe if you weren't smoking while you were working, it'd be a little easier. Then again, it doesn't even look lit. Sin either way.
That's no meteor. It's made of steel.
Presumed backwoods farmer has the ability to identify metals from great distances. Okay, why the floodlights in the pod? It's broad daylight outside, so for the light to be that bright, it must be blinding. Does that have an actual purpose? Alright, I know it's a little early for this, but it's going to come up sooner or later, so why not now? Everyone already knows about it, but DBZ seriously suffers from scaling problems. I.e., here, Raditz can catch a speeding bullet with no problem, but later we scale up, and energy blasts look as though they're moving much slower, and characters frequently have trouble dodging or blocking them. Along with the whole relative speed issue, where they can only show the same visual representation of progressively faster and faster characters. There's more, but let's not jump too far ahead of ourselves. Continuously sought after artifact which holds the key to immortality and infinite power. F it. Put it on my son's hat. And don't give me that Goku is dumb excuse. Chi-Chi obviously wears the pants in this family, and she would have had something to say about that. An apex predator pounces for a scare instead of pouncing for a kill, which is the entire point of pouncing. He has no problem aiming for the face when he licks, but misses when he attacks. I think Gohan managed to bump into the dumbest predator in the whole forest. Worst apex predator ever. Am I watching DBZ or Looney Tunes? I've expected him to hold a sign saying, "Mother."
Well, I guess it's your lucky day, Green Man.
Really? You can't just zap him before you leave?
Then, one day, there was a terrible accident. You fell into a deep ravine and badly injured your head.
DBZ retcons an explanation for Goku's kindness and accidentally explains his alarming stupidity at the same time. Yeah, thanks. I'm fine. Don't everybody come help me at once.
Your big brother.
Dramatic Cloud has dramatic timing.
As far as we can tell, there are only 4, including...
And Turles. And Broly. And Broly's father.
Do you really think you can beat him if you go after him?
Let me just shake some sense into you with your cracked ribs.
Oh, great. What else could go wrong today?
I suppose you could make me angry, but I wouldn't advise it.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm... Oh, wait. Wrong green guy.
I've been keeping an eye on your last visitor. I followed him here.
So, Raditz spares the life of the second largest power level on the planet, and somehow doesn't notice that it's following him? His scouter should have automatically picked that up. So no one who watches the sky for a living saw Raditz land? There should have been people investigating within hours. At the very least, some neighbors. Oh, so they have an American-made Chevy truck in the alternate universe that DBZ takes place in? That's cool.
He's wearing a device that can detect our power levels. He can track our exact location.
Except for that time when I followed him.
If you think I'm strong now, wait until I catch my stride. Truth is, I'm just getting warmed up.
I'm just getting warmed up, cliche. Well, it looks like they missed the white on Goku's shirt logo.
You'll have to last against him alone for 5 minutes. It's your decision.
All right. If you're sure it'll work, I'll hold him off.
Well, the truth is it's untested. I've never tried it against an opponent.
So, Piccolo really thought that in a fight he could hit Goku when it takes 5 minutes to charge his attack? Did he think that in any fight he could hit someone when it takes 5 minutes to charge his attack? What is going on with his head? No one is this stupid. But he was dropped on his head as a baby.
He's so good at math, I think I will push him into the sciences. It'd be neat to have an astronaut in the family, and who...
Chi-Chi is a great example of the worst kind of parent. Pushing her son into specific schooling because it'd be interesting to have an astronaut in the family? That's shitty parenting no matter what universe you're in. Astonished look cliche. You know what? We can do better.
No one's ever done that to me.
What do you call this then?
Stay back!
First, Piccolo stupidly tells his enemy about all-powerful wish-granting artifacts. Then Reddit stupidly tells them about the other two Saiyans, knowing that they have all-powerful wish-granting artifacts that can easily solve their problem or help them prepare for it.
The journey down Snake Way is a perilous one.
And I probably could have told you everything you need to know about the perils of Snake Way, but f*** it. Weren't all the dead people in the form of floaty soul-looking things? When did they change into bodies wearing robes and halos? So Piccolo has only seen Gohan unleash his power when his dad was in danger. What made him think that throwing him at a cliff would do the same? And what if it didn't? That definitely would have killed Gohan. And no more hidden power trump card.
You mean like lions and tigers? But they'll eat me!
Well, if they're anything like that Sabretooth from the first episode, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I realize he had his own selfish motives, but still, that does not change the fact that he chose to defend the Earth instead of allowing it to be destroyed.
I knew he was a badass, but who knew he'd have a heart of gold? Wait. You know, we covered before that this is an alternate universe, so I can believe that there are dinosaurs. What I'm wondering is, how do they keep them out of the major cities? Or off of farms like the one from the first episode? Does some backwoods farmer have a direct line to the military? Or is dino repellent a thing in this world?
He said I wouldn't have to worry about food, but I'm starving!
So you can be hungry when you're dead? Is that supposed to be a thing? Is there, like, any difference from being alive? Can Goku starve to double death?
What am I gonna do? I'm never gonna get down, and I'm still starving! Ah!
Can Gohan see him or not? If he can, is he talking to him? And if he can't, bullshit he can't. So what is a power level even based on? What does 1 mean? And what does it mean that Turtle has 1/1000th of that? I'm getting the feeling that DBZ is just telling us from the get-go that power levels are bull. All those years, Gohan never got up in the middle of the night to go pee, just like right now. There's windows in their house. This exact scenario should have played out already. Enough energy to kill Raditz? 5 minutes. Enough energy to destroy the moon? 5 seconds. Also, thanks a lot, Piccolo. I'm sure destroying the moon will have no negative effects on the planet whatsoever. So, I promised myself I'd try not to steal from DBZ Abridged too much, but when the shoe fits... Clothes beam! Goku cannot be comfortable with his arm on the spikes like that. And we know they hurt because he nearly fell when he tried to grab them and hurt his hand. In a world where oversized animals and rampaging dinosaurs exist, can ruins like these even be uninhabited and untrampled long enough to be buried in sand? This clip, 5 minutes in, is used from later in the episode after Gohan digs out the robot's arm and it catches the falling pillar at minute 14.
Remember what I told you, Gohan. You have to learn to take care of yourself. Be strong.
Gohan, let it go. It is not a sin to fight for the right cause.
Just stop crying out, Yankee. But you've got to learn to control yourself, alright?
Don't go!
You're like the closest thing I've had to a dad so far in this series. No self-respecting wild snake would let someone pick them up without at least trying to bite them. Okay, let's just gloss over how Gohan managed to make a fire with no assumed knowledge on the subject and using most likely nothing but damp wood. I call bullshit.
I'm a fighter, Poir. I'm not a ball player.
Don't talk like that! Fighting doesn't pay the rent, Yamcha!
Fighting doesn't pay the rent? Yeah, it does. Especially in this world. They have a huge fighting tournament like every 3 years, which has a cash prize worth more than enough money to survive on for those 3 years. Not to mention all the professional fighting you could do as a day job. Boxer, kickboxer, or MMA, bouncer, bodyguard. And I'm sure being one of the strongest human beings on Earth would make it really easy to get those jobs.
It's a pretty big game.
Oh, now the spikes hurt again. Okay.
In any case, those sorry Saiyans are gonna have their hands full. I'll make sure of that.
Oh, Yamcha, if you only knew. The T-Rex stops attacking the easier prey that's already wounded from his bite to go after Gohan. That's like leaving your steak dinner for a Cheeto being pulled on a string. Wait, can he even bend his tail in that direction? Gohan landed on his back, so it would have to bend almost completely in half to be able to hit him there. I'm pretty sure that a tail that thick doesn't work like that. So what you're saying, DBZ, is that in the time Gohan was unconscious, somehow either the huge-headed T-Rex was able to pick the body clean of all its meat, or it ate, then left, then scavengers came and picked the body clean in just a couple hours, and also didn't bother to try to eat Gohan too? So now they're saying Gohan must have lit the first fire by using his ki, but I'm still keeping the sin for not showing it in the first place when they obviously could. And adding another sin for Gohan just somehow learning to control his ki without being enraged.
Prince Vegeta, we are now within 1 parsec of the planet Arlia. Initiating vapor bath. It is time.
Computer talks to a character that's asleep and can't hear it so that the audience knows what's going on.
Boy, I can't believe Kami's gonna train me!
What's all this about training with Kami? The last few episodes, everyone's been talking about training with Korin.
It's not every day you get a chance to be trained by Korin himself.
Now, without any new information on their part, they suddenly say they're going to train with Kami? And apparently Vegeta can survive in the vacuum of space for no reason. Don't even try to tell me that Saiyans can, because them not being able to survive in space is an entire plot point at the end of the Frieza saga. Also, Vegeta destroys a planet with little to no effort, and it only takes about 10 seconds. I'm just going to save this one for later. Most of you know why.
But don't forget, when this is over, our alliance is terminated.
Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast! Gotta go fast, too fast, too fast, faster, faster! Must go faster.
Now stand aside, worthy adversary. 'Tis but a scratch. A scratch? Your arm's off. No, it isn't. Well, what's that then? I've heard worse.